So this is the Kubla television channel being broadcast on the internet at 09:18 hours GMT, timed at 9:20 hours GMT in London on Friday the 23rd of August 2024. Now checking from the outside, or the door of the outside entrance to 21D Belgrade Court, it looks like the window is still wide open, but the door is shut and there is no one actively visible outside the door at this time, which means that Robert has probably finished the burning of the contents, which means that including the various data, various files, the documents, the devices, and other things that they prevented me from taking. So this is the 15th day since I left the actual address because they locked me out. One of the things that is said in the standard housing tenancy agreement is quiet enjoyment of the home. The last thing that they would allow to happen in the so-called Joy Foundation, quiet enjoyment of the home. It's a witches regime. The witch appears without knocking, without seeking permission, without greeting, without giving the time of the day, and addressing the person inside as if the person inside has committed some kind of offense, a convicted criminal. Time to check the actual state of the main gate, not the gate that opens at the press, but the gate that actually has to be buzzed, and the porter cabin inmate has to let you in. Saying that he was putting a wire on the entrance because lots of things are happening. What was he meaning by lots of things happening? He probably doesn't name, but he was obviously part of the concerted, corrupt obstruction that they erected. And what was the basis of that? The basis must have been to prevent the kittens being fed. For the first time in more than 11 days, I think, I managed to have a word with him as he was receding, disappearing from contact, muttering that you no longer live there. Now, there was no suggestion ever that feeding the cats amounted to asserting or suggesting anything remotely like, I'm living there. No intention of saying that, no intention of meaning that. The current issue of the giveaway Newham recorder has got an item. This is the one that is probably for the first time in 5 years since the ex-nurse was found mummified in our previous home in Canning Town, not 100 yards from the site of the meeting of the United Nations Special Envoy, Philip Alston, in the place called, in the building called the Community Links. This man was found dead in his flat in evil. And the preliminary description of the circumstances include the fact that social workers took the man to a pub. Apparently, they took him to a pub, apparently at his request, instead of looking after him and one and whatever. This is the grotesque abuse and lack of care, etc., etc., etc. According to the item in the I newspaper today, Friday the 23rd of August 2024, care homes are in crisis because staff crisis. And that is because, according to the Home Office, which is cited, visas for care workers recruited from abroad, not from post-Brexit Britain, but from international markets in mainly from Africa and Asia, fell down to 81% from more than 120%, the previous recorded time calculation. So if that happens, then care home crisis, care staff crisis is going to get worse, according to the description in the I newspaper. So this is 10:25 British Standard Time, which is 09:25, and the ions is still there. Robert has not removed this wire. This is the wire. Robert hasn't removed the wire from the gate. So this is 10:26 British Standard Time, 09:26 GMT on Friday the 23rd of August 2024. If a 262 bus comes along in the next 10 minutes, I would think I would be able to arrange a Tesco mobile is the Glen Road at the end of this. Glen Road to the left is that is the window, wide open. That window is the one that I told Robert to be careful about because the black and white when we go into with curiosity looking for anything inside and may get stuck if the window suddenly falls. Ending this at 09:28 GMT, 10 minutes 49 seconds.